Good evening. Welcome to Election Night in America 2020. Tonight we have Phil Bredesen from the great state of Tennessee versus Donald Trump, both vying for the presidency of the United States of America. It is now time for the 7 p.m. poll closings from 6 states. Out of the state of South Carolina, Donald Trump will pick up their 9 electoral votes. No surprise, out of the state of Indiana, Vice President Mike Pence's home state, 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump the projected winner. Coming out of the state of Vermont, Phil Bredesen will carry their 3 electoral votes, as expected. A surprise victory out of the state of Virginia, a much earlier call than in 2016, Phil Bredesen will carry their 13 electoral votes. Whereas at the state of Georgia, it is too close to call, 16 electoral votes at stake, Donald Trump is in the lead. Out of the state of Kentucky, it is also too close to call, Donald Trump has a strong lead. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 16 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 20. It is now time for the 7:30 p.m. poll closings. Out of the state of West Virginia, Donald Trump is the projected winner of their 5 electoral votes. Out of the state of North Carolina, it is too close to call, 15 electoral votes at stake. Out of the state of Ohio, it is also too close to call, a presumably solid Republican state after the results we saw in 2016. However, Phil Bredesen is in the lead by 4%. And on the current electoral map, Donald Trump has 25 electoral votes to Phil Bredesen's 16. It is now time for the 8 p.m. poll closings from multiple states, all the states in yellow. Out of the state of Oklahoma, Donald Trump is the projected winner of their 7 electoral votes. Coming out of the state of Mississippi, 6 electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. Out of the state of Alabama, 9 electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. Coming out of the state of Illinois, 20 electoral votes, Phil Bredesen, the projected winner. Out of the state of Maryland, the most Democratic state in the Union, 10 electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. He will also carry Delaware and its 3 electoral votes. Out of the District of Columbia, 3 electoral votes to the most liberal part of the United States, Phil Bredesen, the projected winner. Out of the state of New Jersey, 14 electoral votes, Phil Bredesen will carry those. Coming out of the state of Connecticut, 7 electoral votes, Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. Out of the state of Rhode Island, 4 electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. He will also carry Massachusetts and its 11 electoral votes. Out of the state of Maine, all 4 of their electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. Remember, he was campaigning in the 2nd district last month. This is a flip from 2016 in 1 district. All 4 will go to Phil Bredesen. Out of the state of New Hampshire, a very early call, a state Hillary Clinton narrowly won in 2016. 4 electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. And in the state of Pennsylvania, it is too close to call. Phil Bredesen has a 10% lead. This is only a Democratic precinct reporting, which is why the lead is as expected for the Democrat. Out of the state of Tennessee, it is too close to call, a presumably solid Republican state. This is Phil Bredesen's home state. Not only is it too close to call, but the Democrat is in the lead. And out of the state of Florida, the Sunshine State, 75% of precincts reporting, Phil Bredesen has a 3% lead. And out of the state of Missouri, another solid red state, too close to call, Donald Trump is in the lead. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen now taking the lead with 96 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 47. We now have poll closings at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Out of the state of Arkansas, Donald Trump will carry their 6 electoral votes. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 96 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 53. It is now time for the 9 p.m. poll closings from multiple states. Out of the state of Kansas, hitting the red wall here, Donald Trump, the projected winner. Out of the state of Nebraska, all 5 of their electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. Out of the state of South Dakota, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. And as goes South Dakota, so does North Dakota with another 3 electoral votes. Out of the state of Wyoming, 3 electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. Out of the state of Louisiana, 8 electoral votes, Donald Trump will pick up those. Coming out of the state of Texas, 38 electoral votes, huge win for the Trump campaign. And out of the state of Arizona, a much earlier call than in 2016, 11 electoral votes, Donald Trump, the projected winner. And out of the state of Kentucky, 8 electoral votes, which was presumably too close to call, Donald Trump, the projected winner, the first toss-up to go. Out of the state of New Mexico, 5 electoral votes, Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. Out of the state of New York, 29 electoral votes, big win for the Bredesen campaign. And out of the state of Michigan, a flip from 2016 called at poll closing time. 16 electoral votes from the great state of Michigan. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. And out of the state of Minnesota, 10 electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. He will pick up those. Out of the state of Colorado, another toss-up to go tonight. 9 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. And out of the state of Wisconsin, sorry, it is too close to call. 10 electoral votes are at stake. Donald Trump is in the lead. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 165 electoral votes. Donald Trump's 138. It is now time for the 10 p.m. poll closings from the states of Montana, Iowa, Utah, and Nevada. Out of the state of Montana, 3 electoral votes will go to President Trump. He will also carry Utah and its 6 electoral votes. And out of the state of Nevada, a state Hillary Clinton carried in 2016, 6 electoral votes are at stake. And out of the state of Iowa, it is too close to call. Phil Bredesen is in the lead, 6 electoral votes at stake. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 176 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 147. It is now time for the 11 p.m. poll closings from the states of California, Oregon, Washington, Hawaii, and Idaho. Out of the state of California, Phil Bredesen will carry their 55 electoral votes. Big prize. Out of the state of Oregon, 7 electoral votes as expected. Phil Bredesen, the projected winner. He will also carry Washington and its 12 electoral votes. He is the projected winner. Coming out of the state of Hawaii, 4 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. And out of the state of Tennessee, a huge flip. 11 electoral votes from one of the more conservative states in the Union, Phil Bredesen's home state. He is the projected winner of their 11 electoral votes. And out of the state of Idaho, Donald Trump will pick up their 4 electoral votes. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 254 electoral votes, 16 electoral votes away from the presidency, while Donald Trump is still at 151. It is now 11:55 p.m. Eastern Time and stand by for multiple state calls. Out of the state of Pennsylvania, Phil Bredesen is the projected winner of the state of Pennsylvania, a huge flip, 20 electoral votes. Coming out of the state of Wisconsin, 10 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner, a flip. Out of the state of Nevada, as expected, Phil Bredesen, this state will retain in the Democratic column, 6 electoral votes. And out of the state of North Carolina, another huge flip, 15 electoral votes will go to Phil Bredesen. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen now has 305 electoral votes, ultimately surpassing the 270 needed to win. Phil Bredesen will go on to be the 46th President of the United States of America. President-elect Bredesen will go on to have a new administration come January 2021. Phil Bredesen has won election against Donald Trump, and Donald Trump's path to 270 has been foreclosed. 305 electoral votes for Phil Bredesen to 151 for Donald Trump. We now have 1 a.m. poll closings from the state of Alaska. The state of Alaska will go to Donald Trump, 3 electoral votes. And on the current electoral map, Phil Bredesen now has 305 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 154. It is now 1:29 a.m. Eastern Time, and we now have state calls from all the remaining states. Out of the state of Missouri, 10 electoral votes will retain in the Republican column. Coming out of the state of Georgia, 16 electoral votes as expected, Donald Trump the projected winner. Out of the state of Iowa, 6 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. Out of the state of Ohio, another flip, 18 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. Coming out of the state of Florida, the Sunshine State, 29 electoral votes. Phil Bredesen is the projected winner. A huge and hotly contested swing state will now go to the Democrats, a flip. And on the final electoral map, Phil Bredesen has 358 electoral votes to Donald Trump's 180. Thank you guys for watching this video, and upcoming we have some more viewer suggestions. Here's my social media, here's my Twitter, and my Patreon is patreon.com/LTE. And these are some of my previous videos if you want to see more election nights. Click on the left to watch my election night of Santa Claus versus Donald Trump. Subscribe in the center, of course, for more content. And click on the right for a YouTube suggested video for you from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I'll see you all tomorrow.